How's it going? So I hope everybody's on here. Everybody's doing well. Um, Thank you so very much for coming to my live teaching. I plan on doing this kind of bi-weekly or something like that, but basically every Thursday that I can. We're going to be talking about your mise en place. So first, I just kind of wanted to kind of give you a little idea as far as what's going on. Um, so I'm going to be talking about um, how much should you prep, where you should start. You got this huge list and where you want to start, as well as like what does a prep list have to do with your mise en place, and how does that help you? What's the benefits, and what are some of the things that reasons why chefs that I know don't want to do it, as well as how to store your stuff to be able to make sure that you are moving quickly and moving well. So we're going to go ahead and get started in this. So first of all, first thing that I always tell everybody is like everybody's like, how much should I prep? Should I prep for a busy? How much should I prep for a busy weekend? How much for a slow weekend? And just kind of that kind of stuff. And the best kind of information that I can give for that is you need to prep for the next 3 days. So is it going to be a busy 3 days, or is it going to be a slow 3 days? And that really comes with experience. I really don't know how much to tell you. There are some chefs who will specify, okay, on a weekend, you need to have this much. And on a weekday, you need to have this much. What I found is that is a good kind of indicator. But what usually happens is things fluctuate, and nobody knows your station more than you. So, what do you think is going to be good for 3 days? Now, the reason why I say 3 days instead of more or less is because if it is busy, say one item gets blown out of the water, you usually have enough to last for 3 days, and you don't normally you don't normally sell more than 3 days worth of that particular item. And so if you have 3 days, even if it's really busy, you'll be completely wiped out. Don't get me wrong, but you'll have enough. Um, and it also allows you to maintain that freshness without the over prep. So think about it as far as a busy weekend. How many busy normal weekends days can you get through? Say you're coming up on a Friday, and Friday's your busiest day. If you had 3 Fridays in a row, prep that amount as far as what's going on. Okay. Um, Next thing, where to start. So, what is the first thing you should do? The first thing you should do is prep anything that you're completely out of, because that's the most important thing. Okay. Um, Let me just pull this up a second. Um, so 86 items are the first thing you need to take care of. Things that you don't have anything. The next thing you need to take care of is any long time cooking items that you have. Stuff that's going to take you a little bit longer to do, and you know, things that you can start and sit and forget about. Things like that would be like your stocks or any soups or anything like that, where you just need to get it started and then just kind of throw it on low and just kind of every once in a while pay attention to it so it doesn't run out. So that's kind of what that whole long cook but low active kind of thing is. Anything that you're going to throw in the oven that's going to cook for a little bit, set a timer. Always set a timer. I don't care. I always set a timer. Um, it'll just prevent you from having any issues in that aspect. The next thing is any large bulk items that you have. Anything that's going to take you a long, that you can do in a large batch. Again, this is kind of like your stocks, this is your soups, or anything else that you can either cryovac and store or prep and freeze if it doesn't affect the quality or anything like that. So those kinds of things are your next thing. Kind of get that bulk stuff out of the way, so that you don't have to worry about that. The next thing is the specialty items. Now, this is really going to be the bulk of your prep, honestly. These are the things that you need active attention, that are you have to do. There's In order for you to be able to do it, you have to actively be there working on it. And you cannot be on the line prepping it real quick. Things like this would be, butchering your meats. If you're making raviolis, you got to make raviolis or anything like that. And this is the majority of the prep that you do. The last thing is going to be the simple skill item. So what you'll see here is you'll see, for like example, the Greek salad. I circled it in the light purple. It's got the olives, the baby mozzarella, and the calabrese sausage. So it's all in a nice little row. You've got the kale and date salad. It's all in there. Everything is nice and contained. Everything is the same. And when you're trying to mix it up, any multiple use items you want to have kind of in there. If you notice, the cherry tomatoes get used in a couple of different things. So I've got a free prep list template. It's something really easy to do. It's, I mean, do you really need it? No, not really. But the thing that I like about this template is that it actually tells every single chef how to make it work, what you need to do, and it also has what the product is in the container. So let me share my screen with you real quick. I'm going to show you what exactly I mean by this. Okay, so I've got this right here, and I want you to kind of see what's going on here. When you got your prep list, you fill it out, you put the date, the cook puts their initials on it, and then what you want to do is at the end of the night, if you don't need anything, all you do is cross it off. I don't need any soy glaze. I don't need poke sauce. Pita bread's good. Croutons. Greek fry seasoning. Yeah, I need some more of that. You notice I even have salt and pepper and extra virgin olive oil on there. I can't tell you how many times the chefs have come in and they're like, freaking, the previous person didn't fill it up at the end of the night. Yes, you should fill it up at the end of the night, but at the same time, having it on your prep list, that mentally makes you look at it and see it and fill it up. Okay. Truffle oil, furikake, rosemary, salt, avocado. I blew through all my green beans, my garbanzo beans. So I'm going to go ahead and circle that. That means that it needs to be done. That is a very ASAP. I either ran out or I don't even have enough to make it the first 5 minutes. Okay. Um, if it's a large bulk item, okay, let's say your blue cheese vin, you're filling it in a bottle. You've got plenty of bottles, but you filled up the last of your backup. So what you want to do here is you just put B up. Okay, that just tells you that, hey, I've got enough to make it for the next couple of days, but we need to make this large batch item. So that's where you go. The fried garbanzo beans, that's an immediate thing. You show up, that's the first thing you need to do. Blue cheese vin, that's your big bulk backup. You can kind of make that judgment call whether you want to do that next day, or it might be able to make it to the following day. Okay, so that's kind of a, hey, put this on your radar. Okay, and you just kind of go through and everything like that. Then at the very bottom, you got your special prep. Okay, this is any specials that you've got, as well as any communication that needs to happen. Okay, um, from one day to the next, that kind of stuff is really important to make sure you have on there. So the actual file that I've got on here that I'm going to show you, let me show you this file right here. And let me pull it up right here. There we go. Um, that's not the one I wanted. Sorry about this. I thought I had it all ready to go. This template. There we go. So this is the one that I had right here. Let's pull that up. So this one right here is what you're going to see, what you're going to get. It's a PDF file. You just go in there and you write what you need, type a container, and you're all good to go. Okay. Now, I'm going to be doing a little bit more in depth um, about how to actually fill one of these out, how to get it started, um, and I'm planning on doing like a little boot camp or something like that to kind of show everything for that way. Okay. Let me just clear out this stuff right here. So, if you'd like, go ahead and get your free prep list template. It's at cookingphysics.com/mise dash n plus. Okay. Quite simple. You can also go check out my webpage, cookingphysics.com, or my YouTube or Instagram pages as well. The handle on there is at cookingphysics. So go ahead and check that stuff out. It's really cool. I'm also I also have this course that is geared towards teaching those beginner chefs. Um, those it's to try and help them kind of circumvent that transition into cooking in a professional kitchen. It's geared towards people who have gone to culinary school and show up and they think they're the boss. I've gone to culinary school and everything like that, and they show up and they get into the real world cooking situation and they realize it is a completely different situation, and it helps them navigate into that. The whole premise is that it helps them really get into what is cooking in a professional kitchen. All right, let's try that again. Huh? Okay. This is what I'm doing. There we go. All right. So let me just talk a little bit about what this cooking physics is all about. Okay. Pull it up. Okay. Here we go. So what you can expect to do by taking this course, you can take control of your day. You'll be able to show up ready for your shift every single day and learn to have the time that you need to be able to start experimenting. And you'll have the time to help out all of your friends. Um, the reason why I created this was because I feel a need that we have. There are so many brand new people working in in the cooking industry. So many brand new cooks that have no experience and are coming in, and the chef, the sous chef, and the other cooks are so far short staffed and so far behind that it's very difficult for them to really be able to teach these tips, these tricks. Um, I really want to help these cooks have a career that is both sustainable and enjoyable. I don't want to come in, yes, it's going to be a sink or swim situation, but I want to be able to give them that little life raft that helps them learn how to swim. Okay. I want to help them maintain that balance of life outside of work so that cooking doesn't become the only thing that's going on in their life and they lose their identity or lose the things that they love to do. And I want to be able to help them advance their careers. So, what this course has right now, it's got a little over 10 lessons um, that is going to teach them the tips and the tricks, some skills, and most importantly, the mindset that they need to have during each part of their day to be able to get the most out of their day and to be able to maintain their prep, to maintain their energy for the end of the night, and really to be able to enjoy their time working in a kitchen. Um, it gives them, there's some downloads and templates that they can have that help them, they can take with them to work. Um, Prep list template is one of them. A recipe template is another. And also I'm also giving access to the videos and the slides, so that if they don't have internet access, they can still watch it. Okay. Um, Here's the big kicker on this one. If you sign up during this month, during the month of March, I'm going to be doing 6 Q&A sessions live every other week, or the first and the third week on Thursdays. And we'll be able to do a Q&A session where we can ask questions, we can talk to each other, I can help you out and really help you kind of understand a little bit better what this course is about. Now, this is the first time that I'm offering this course. I know it's not going to be perfect, but I know it's really good. And there is a lot of things that I still want to put in there. And I really feel like I need to get this out. So I'm going ahead and putting it out right now. And any upgrades that I make to this course, any additions that I make to this course, you're going to get for free. Now, this is going to be the first time that I'm offering at this price, and it's going to be the only time that I'm offering at this price. Okay. So I'm offering it right now for $150 for the entire course. Or if it's a little bit too much for you, I'll take 3 payments, $60 every month. So for 3 months, you'll get the live Q&As. I really want to get this out. I really want people to know about this. So I'm offering a referral bonus for $50. If you tell somebody else about it, you like this course, you tell somebody else about it. Okay. And I'll give you a personal link. If they sign up using that link, boom, you'll get $50. Okay. If you sign up for this course, you like it, and you want to you get it to 3 of your friends, guess what? You are going to get basically the course for free. And if you continue, you're going to get paid for taking this course. So this is the only time it's ever going to be at this price. Once I start really ramping it up and adding these additions that I really want to put in there, the prices are going to go up. So get in now. It's $150. Go to cookingphysics.com/accelerate, and that's where you can get it. So here it is. I really appreciate everybody that's come out here and done this. Again, share this video. It's going to be recorded. They'll be able to watch it on YouTube, on the Facebook channel, as well as on my LinkedIn channel. So if you like this and you want to share it with your buddies, go ahead and share it with your buddies. Just link it to one of those guys, and sign up, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll be putting out new content coming up now that I've got the course done. I kind of pulled back so I could finish this course, and I'm going to start doing that again, as well as I'm going to be doing a lot of these lives a lot. So thank you so very much. I hope you had a great time, and sign up for the Accelerate Your Career, as well as go ahead and get that free template for the prep list. So again, that's cookingphysics.com/accelerate, or for the template, it's /mies-n-plus, mies and plus. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later.